I put the new 4Gs on the G. I trap into the bloody bottoms that's underneath. Cause all my niggas got it out the street. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now niggas can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke now.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all like my intro? Did y'all like my intro? Listen, I get these toys and I just don't know how to act. And Stephanie, I hope you got it together and you're not calling me, asking me how to do this again because it was a lot of moving pieces. Anyway, hello, everyone. Welcome to our Brown Girls Do Network series. I am Vanessa Williamson, the chair of Brown Girls Do Network and also the creator of VW Freelance Photographer. How are you doing this evening? So, this evening, we are speaking to our newest brown girl, and I cannot wait to get into this conversation with her. But before I do, you see my little ticker going on down there talking about Brown Girls Do Network. So I'm going to read to you our full mission statement, okay? Brown Girls Do Network is a dynamic community and platform that empowers and supports women of color in their personal and professional journeys. Our mission is to create a space where women can connect, collaborate, and thrive. We provide resources, events, and opportunities for networking and skill building. Our businesses serve women of color from diverse backgrounds, including entrepreneurs, professionals, and creatives. We aim to uplift and amplify the voices and experiences of women of color, providing them with the tools and support they need to succeed in their chosen fields. Brown Girls Do Network embraces inclusivity, empowerment, and sisterhood. Welcome to Brown Girls Do Network, our live series. So we have a couple workshops coming up, and I have to get this out of the way before we get into this conversation. Anyone is welcome to our workshops. If you are not an official member of Brown Girls Do Network, it is only a $15 fee to come into the workshop, and you gain a lot of information, okay? So with that, let me give you the rundown of our workshops. We have April 6th, Lachelle Bolton will be putting on Financial Health Matters, a personal relationship between your money and your emotions. Okay. April 27th, Stephanie Morrison will be putting it on Spring into Writing to help you with your social media writing. If you're ready to start that journey of writing a book, she's going to be there to assist you with that. May 18th, Beatrice Stackhouse will be doing Canva 101 up close and personal. So if you want to learn how to do things like this, okay, with the intro, you'll be able to kind of learn how to do it. It's a couple moving pieces with it. And June 8th, we have Miss Jennifer Howard, Think Like a Boss, where she will be talking about the challenges Black and brown women face as entrepreneurs, mirroring what's happening today in society. Okay, got that out the way. All right, so let me read the bio of our guest today. Okay, we have Miss Karina. Miss Karina is a dedicated mother of two and a former police officer with 14 years experience. Born and raised in Staten Island, she moved to Brooklyn for college on a track and field scholarship. Can't outrun her. However, after realizing the challenges of finding consistent childcare, Karina made the difficult decision to leave her job and prioritize being with her kids. Yes, Mom. Despite the hardships, she cherishes the friendships she's built and the steady paycheck she received as a police officer. Eventually, Karina returned to Staten Island and purchased a house before unexpectedly falling in love with Upstate New York while she was here visiting someone for a baby shower. She and her family made the bold decision to move here and bold decision to move here rather. Enduring the difficulties of living in multiple Airbnbs until their dream house was complete. Oh, girl, I want to talk about that. Anyway, with years of experience in the kitchen, Karina finds joy in creating delicious meals and baked goods that bring happiness to others. Her love for cooking extends to her loved ones as she believes in expressing her affection through her culinary creations. Determined to enjoy the same, after discovering her egg allergy a decade ago, Karina delved into the world of baking. Determined to enjoy the same treats as everyone else, initially hesitant to share her baked goods, she gained confidence and encouragement from colleagues at her previous job. Particularly with the name Diana. Diana became Karina's first customer and sparked her who was building a business. Since then, Karina has been delighting everyone with her delectable creations from her business known as Isn't She Lovely Vegan Bakery, formerly known as Rena's Vegan Treats. Let me take a look over here real quick at the Instagram chat. Hey, y'all. Hey. Okay. Karina, are you ready, honey, to come to the stage? Let's bring Miss Karina to the stage. How
ready.
You doing?
Hey.
Hey. Look, yo, why is she in the kitchen mixing up?
Yes. Always.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. A little tired, a little beat down, but I'm here.
You're doing well. So,
yes.
Okay. I just read your bio, right? And I have so many questions and I have so many places I want to go, okay, with this conversation we're going to have.
Okay.
But my very first question is, how did you figure out you had an egg allergy? Because that seems like that's where this whole creation of vegan treats came from.
So I had asthma when I was a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently my asthma would always get flared up when I ate eggs. Now, I didn't realize and put two and two together because I was a little girl. But it wasn't until I was in my mid-20s that I asked my aunt, I said, why do I always feel this way when I eat eggs? I would usually vomit, or I would, my stomach would get all messed up. And she was like, oh, because you're allergic to eggs. I said, wait, what?
Okay.
I'm like, why are you just telling me this?
Oh, so they knew. You just didn't know.
I didn't know. Yeah. So I went to the doctor. I got blood work done. And they said, yeah, you're allergic to eggs.
Oh my gosh. And did you like eggs? Did you enjoy eggs?
I've never liked eggs ever. Growing up, I always felt horrible if I smell it, if it's around me, if someone is making something and I touch whatever it is they made with the eggs, I get so nauseous. So
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I wanted to know that. And how old was you when you figured out because they've been found out.
Right.
When you found out that you was allergic to eggs, how old were you?
I think I was 26. 26. Yeah.
You was eating eggs your whole 26 years?
So I wasn't eating them because of how it made me feel, but I never understood why it made me feel that way. Okay. And then, one day I was just having a random conversation with my aunt and I asked her, and then that's what she said. And I said, is that why? Because I always hated eggs. I never liked them.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. All right. I just had to get that out the way. That question was like burning me.
I know.
Like, how did she know she was allergic to eggs? Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and transition. Okay. First off, did you say how actually was your day? Because you're a mom of two little ones. How old are your little ones?
They're 5 and 2. One of them is about to be 3 next month.
5 and 2 years old. So, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, Karina met me at my job and she dropped off some of her vegan treats. And I was rushing. Rushing. And I looked in the back seat and I was like, hey guys. And she was like, that's not those not 2 boys. That's a boy and a girl. And I was like, oh, hey, little ones. All right, see you later. You talking about 2 beautiful Black babies.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
2 little chocolate drops sitting in the back seat, just chilling, minding their business.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. And we're going to get into what happened after I took your treats back into my clinic and stuff. And I don't know if you saw the intro. That was some of the ladies enjoying the treats that they thoroughly enjoyed, and my husband. But let's go over here to my first question. How did you hear about Brown Girls Do Network? Because ladies and gentlemen, she is our newest member to Brown Girls Do Network. I put up in my story, anyone wants to go live and talk about their business. I think within like an hour, she was like, me. And I was like, okay. She coming in hot. I love it. So here we are. And we made it happen, I think within a week, less than a week. So how did you hear about Brown Girls Do Network?
So, speaking of that baby shower I went to, I actually met April and Rocky at that baby shower. So it was just
Brown Girls Do Network. Go ahead.
Yes, member of Brown Girls Do Network, and it was just a ripple effect. And then skipping past, I was speaking to my husband and he was telling me that he talks about my business all the time to his barber. And he said, oh, her wife also bakes and she has a business. She does cheesecake. That's Rocky. Mm-hmm. And I said, really? So he was telling me some of the events that she was involved in and all of the stuff that she's been doing upstate. And I'm like, I'm trying to get in on what is going on up here. What is the happenings?
Right.
Yeah, like how do I get involved? Mm-hmm. So he said, you should just, we should just introduce ourselves and meet each other. And it never happened. So one day he said, come with me to the barbershop. I said, all right, fine, no problem. So I met April and we started talking and she was like, I want some samples.
That sounds like April.
Yes.
That sounds like April.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I do a farmer's market in Newburgh at the Ritz. And the barbershop, So the barbershop is not too far away. So one day I had something extra. So I said, you know what? Let me just stop in. I'm going to stop in and give her these samples that she's been talking about. So I did. And then she told Rocky, and Rocky tried them. She was like, oh my God. So she came to the market the next week and she said, I needed to meet you in person.
Girl.
So we started talking and she told me about Brown Girls Do Network. And I was like, yeah, I want to get involved.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So April just put a comment up on Instagram, said the butter pecan cupcake is delish.
Yeah.
Delish.
She loves those cupcakes and a banana bread. I remember.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So first and foremost, if you are listening, if you're here live with us, because we're streaming on Instagram and Facebook. I don't know if you sent it out to your audience at all.
I did.
Okay. And on my personal Facebook page. So the name of her business is on Instagram is Isn't She Lovely? Is that your phone?
And Facebook.
You got to turn your volume all the way down.
Got it.
Okay. And matter of fact, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb really fast. So the name of her business is Isn't She Lovely? Is it the same on Facebook and Instagram?
It's Isn't She Lovely, the vegan bakery. But on Instagram, it's Isn't She Lovely TVB.
Okay. Isn't she lovely, TVB? Okay. Oh, Shamika must have tasted yours. She said, Shamika said, I love butter pecan. So, okay, my very first question for you is, you was a police officer. Where was you a police officer at?
So I was a police officer in Brooklyn in transit for over 10 years. And then I finally graduated and I got into an office in which I'm not sure if you know, but being a police officer and getting into a office position, they call us skirts. But getting into an office position is like, whoa, who do you know? So I don't know anyone. I'm very big on leaping. I leap a lot. And I wound up going to the office because I was pregnant and they needed someone who was restricted, who was, sick or pregnant, or they couldn't go outside anymore. I got there, they fell in love with me and they kept me. So I worked there for the next four and a half years. Okay. And that was the last place that I worked as a police officer. And it was great. Those are the people who pushed me out here.
So I read in your bio, and you put it in here about you left being a police officer because of childcare. So did you have both of your children at that time?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So how difficult was that for you to leave your career as a police officer that you loved, right? And now you have this conflict. I can't find childcare. This is affecting my career. So I'm guessing you and your husband came together and said, listen, we got to do something. How did that happen? Like, how did that conversation go? What was you feeling with that?
We've been having the conversation for a while. Once we realized what it was going to take in order for us to parent while being a police officer, we had to come to some type of decision. It didn't take me until I asked someone to babysit and they told me the day before, I'm sorry, I can't make it.
Yeah.
And then the next person we asked just didn't show up. So I just got pushed closer and closer into making the decision to leave.
Okay. So that was the universe basically saying it's time. It's time to go. It's time to take the uniform off and go home to these babies. Okay. So how did you feel though? Did you grieve, right? Go through a grieving process of your career?
I'm still grieving. It's not easy. I have been in the police department since I was in college. I was a police cadet as well. So from 2010, I'm sorry. 2010. No, geez, it's been so long. 2010, yes. So from 2010, I've been a part of the police department. So it's really hard, especially, a steady paycheck is always beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. So, absolutely.
Yeah. I go back and forth all the time because again, I don't love everything about the job. Who does? But the relationships, the friendships that you build, the things that you learn, and just being a part of NYPD is great. And sometimes it's not.
Right.
But it's a struggle, but I'm pushing through.
So you mentioned a lady named Diana. Now, did she work with you at the police department?
So she is an admin. She works in the office. And the funny story behind that is someone came in with Girl Scout cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Lemon is my favorite. The lemon ups. It is my favorite cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the person came up with a whole trolley of Girl Scout cookies. So I was working, so I didn't get a chance to walk over. So when I had the chance to run over, they bought all the lemon ups. Yeah, my chief, and her. They bought.
Oh, not just one per. Oh,
not just
them
one person.
bought everybody.
Multiple people.
Okay.
Multiple people. And I was so sad. Now, remember, I just said my chief, which he's high. He was, he's high up there, big boss. You do not just walk up to him. I walked in that man's office and I said, "Are you sure you're gonna eat those lemon ups?" This man looked at me like, "Is this girl crazy?"
I bought them.
Mm-hmm. Right. So then that's when he told me that he loves lemon. I said, "All right, fine." So then I went to Diana and I said, "Hey, are you sure you're going to eat those cookies?" I'm walking around the office asking these people like a beggar. So she said, "I bought them for my mother. She loves lemon." I said, "Oh my God, I love lemon too. It's my absolute favorite. Anything with lemon, I love it."
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Okay, I will let you have them." I said, "Are you serious?" And she said, "Yes. I just won't tell my mother." She said, and I said, "Okay, fine. I'll pay you for them." And she said, "No, absolutely not." I said, "Okay, what could I do?" And this is where it all just blew up. I said, "I make an excellent lemon loaf. Let me make that for your mother, and that will be my way of paying you back."
Oh, that was a good trade-off.
Right.
That was a good trade-off. Okay.
Right. So I made it for her. She didn't come into work that day. So I made it for no reason. So I wound up.
Okay, go ahead.
I know it's a whole bunch, but I wound up giving slices to everyone in the office. Now, if you remember my bio, I was very afraid to give my baked goods to people because they're vegan, and everyone who isn't vegan, they don't understand.
Yeah, they're like, vegan.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I always get that face.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave them the lemon loaf and they went crazy. They was like, "Oh my God." They was like, "I cannot believe this is vegan. There's no way." So the girl, Diana, she finally came into work. I made it again. I made it again. And I gave it to her. She gave it to her mother. And she said, my mother went crazy. She said, "Can you bake me 2 cakes for my church bake sale?" I said, "What?" She was like, "And how much is it going to cost?" I said, "I don't know." And then she said, "No, I'm paying you the money." She paid me the money, and I bought those cakes to the bake sale, and everybody went crazy. They said the cake sold out immediately. Now, my buttercream was not that beautiful back then, so it melted by the time I got to the bake sale.
They didn't care. And April says she needs to try that. Matter of fact, is the lemon loaf on your menu now?
No, it's not.
What's this? What's up? Why you don't have a lemon loaf on the menu?
So usually I don't give people my bread menu. I make bread too.
Okay, but
so my lemon loaf is on my bread menu.
Okay.
So I do make it when I go to the market because people love having a little breakfast loaf in the morning.
All right. Don't be surprised if April come running up on you okay, at the market. Okay. So this went to, you did that. So you all came upstate New York, right? Mm-hmm. Came upstate New York to a baby shower. You fell in love with Hudson Valley.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I get it because I am in love with Hudson Valley, the scenery, the landscape, everything about it.
Yeah.
You guys decide to sell your home and move up here immediately. and you bounced from Airbnb to Airbnb. How was that? That had to be, I don't know. How was that?
It was extremely hard. I just had my daughter, Sasha, and my son, and I was actually staying home on maternity leave, thankfully, throughout all of that happening. Thankfully, I was able to be home. It was hard. It was very hard, daunting, just trying to like find different Airbnbs. Like it was
How long
hard.
did y'all do that for?
I want to say almost a year. Almost.
Oh my God.
It was almost a year. Yeah, we when we sold our home, we didn't have a house up here yet.
Yeah.
And we were running around trying to find something. And a friend of ours, he said the person who built our house, gave him a call. I think he has something left.
Okay.
So we contacted him. And he said, oh yeah, I do have one house left. I didn't even put it on the market yet. I don't know what to price it as. And I said, okay, let us come and take a look at it. The house that we're currently in was literally skin and bones. It was just wood. It was just wood.
Y'all really stepped out on faith.
We did.
You sold your house, moved up here, didn't have a permanent address. You just knew you wanted to move up to the area.
Yes.
So we're going to fast forward. How did you get into creating the business? Isn't She Lovely? And how did you come up with that name? And at first the name was, what was the name before? Formerly known as Karina's Vegan Treats. How did that transition work? Because here's the thing, as an entrepreneur, right? We know we want to have our business. We know we want to do something. And a lot of times we know what that something is, but it's about pushing the start button, right? And having the courage and the faith and all of those attributes to actually do it. How did you get from the Airbnb, right? Making that lemon loaf pound cake, to creating the business, to now, as we know, Isn't She Lovely vegan bakery?
So when Diana pushed me to start the business, I said, I don't even know Diana. Yes. It was Diana, my good friends Marlene, Selena, Tanya, they pushed me hard because all I did was say, no, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. So they pushed me. I truly appreciate them and I'm grateful. Now, I didn't know what to name my business. So they was like, just name it after you. And I was like, okay, fine. But I didn't really feel that name. So I just named it Rena's Vegan Treats. I did an LLC and I said, I'm gonna go with that for now.
Okay.
But it was tugging at my heart for a while. So I thought about it, and I wanted to build something to remember my father as well, because he was an entrepreneur and he also had a restaurant for a short period of time, and he cooked, and he loved community, people. He loved it. He loved being center of attention, and I'm the same way.
Okay.
So, my dad passed away when I was 9.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. And I remember I was I think I just started working somewhere. I was like 14 or something, and I kept praying and praying and praying and praying to get some type of sign from my dad, and just to tell me that he was there. And I walked into the store, and Isn't She Lovely? That song came on.
Okay.
And I felt it immediately that was him speaking to me. So I carried that with me, and every time I thought about him, every time I was just praying or something was going on in my life, the song would come on. I would be listening to a hip hop station and the song would come on every time. So I carried that name and that thought in him my whole life. And when I finally settled down and got my grip on what I wanted this business to be, I said, I'm going to name it Isn't She Lovely, the Vegan Bakery, because I want people to feel like they're walking into their own home. I want them to feel love. I want them to feel the presence of the baker, to caring about them, and them walking away with a little piece of my heart, because I put it in everything that I do, and I really deeply, truly care about what it is that I'm giving people. So that's what I wanted people to feel when they thought about that name, because it's how I feel.
Okay. Well, it is the way we felt trying those treats yesterday. Oh my goodness. I don't know what the name of it is, and that's a beautiful story. I'm so happy to hear how you came up with the name Isn't She Lovely. Beautiful. All right, so she gave me an assorted sample. It was one that, oh my gosh, listen, the girls in the room, they had their favorite, I had my favorite. Everybody's going to have a favorite. My favorite was, I don't know what it was called, but it was chocolate. It was like a black cupcake.
Yes. Brooklyn Blackout.
Brooklyn Blackout?
Brooklyn Blackout, and it has a dark chocolate custard filling.
Let me tell you. That cupcake was so moist and so good.
Yes.
I was like, this is heaven. The girls, they loved your strawberry shortcake.
The strawberry crunch?
Yeah, the strawberry crunch. That was my husband's favorite also, the strawberry crunch. So people, if you are listening or if you're watching the playback, go to her page, Isn't She Lovely VB on Instagram, and Isn't She Lovely on Facebook. Find out where she's going to be, because she's always posting where she's going to be with her treats. And do yourself a favor and try that. What is it? Brooklyn Blackout? Brooklyn Blackout. And whatever else you do on that one, definitely try it. Okay. What makes because I'm not vegan. Okay, I'm not vegan, but I'm a foodie, and I love, right, Charnene? We love some sweets. And I'm willing to try anything once. Okay, so what makes food vegan? Because I'm not educated on what makes it vegan.
So basically what makes it vegan is there are no animals in it at all. There's no eggs. There's no butter.
Okay.
And the products that I use, down to my sugar, there's no animals in there, because as you know, white sugar uses bone char in order for it to get that white in there.
No, I didn't know that. Please keep educating. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a animal bone char that they use in order to get it to be white, and it's a filtration system for them to, get their sugar the way it looks. So I use organic cane sugar, and even down to my baking powder. Baking powder, for sure, you have to be careful because it's bioengineered. Some of the companies, they have bioengineered baking powder and cornstarch, and so even down to the seasonings and things that I use, the spices, I'm careful with that. I do a lot of research. So basically, veganism when it comes to baked goods is everything has to be no animals at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody said I was today years old when I found that out. Me too. I'm today years old also. I had no idea
Yeah.
any of that. You can give us a whole workshop class on what makes things vegan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And if you are on our live, if you have any questions, please go ahead and push them through. Push them through. So, as a vegan baker, okay, I guess it's okay for me to say that. As a vegan baker, is everyone in your home vegan? Are you guys strictly vegan with everything you eat as well?
So no. So I was vegan for 8 years, and I made everything from scratch. It wasn't until I had my son that we tried to, have him in that lifestyle as well. And he would not eat it. He kept upchucking it, and he wasn't holding anything down. Everything that I made and tried, and we tried so many different things. We even tried the little chicken nuggets, everything. He would not hold it down. And that's when I had made the decision to go back to eating meat, because I was like, I'll let him decide when he gets older what he wants to do. But yeah, so we're not vegan, but all of my baked goods are vegan, separate fridge, everything is separate.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. So you keep everything separated so nothing touches.
Yeah.
All right. What is your number one seller, and what is your number one thing that you love to make in your bakery? Because we saw your menu, because Carmen asked you, she was like, girl, post up that menu. We needed to see it. What is your number one seller, and what is your favorite thing that you like to make?
My number one seller is my strawberry crunch cupcake. And that cupcake won me Cupcake Wars of 2023 for K1047. So yeah, I was one of the first. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Cupcake Wars. All right. Where was this? When was this? Where was this? And this was the vegan cupcake. How many people was you up against? Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I believe it was like, oh my gosh, maybe 20 people. And one of them was a chef. So yeah, it was a very tough challenge. And again, I leaped into that as well. My husband sent me the invitation, and he said, look, they're having a competition. You should jump in. And I was like, no, I don't know. And he said, well, if you don't want to do that, then how about you do the cupcake festival? Okay. And they were having a Mother's Day cupcake festival. So I signed up for that. And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna do it. So I signed up for the competition as well. So some weeks later, I got a phone call, and I said, hi, how are you? And they said, oh, we're calling because we wanted to know if you were interested in still joining the cupcake festival. And I said, oh yeah, absolutely. She was like, and I said to her, oh, well, is there any word about the competition? Am I going to be involved at all? She was like, oh, I'm not sure. That's not my department. All right, no problem. A week later, I get a phone call, and the person says, hey, how you doing? Is this Rena's Vegan Treats? And I was like, yes. And they was like, well, you've been selected to be a part of Cupcake Wars 2023 for K1047. You better bring those strawberry crunch cupcakes down there.
I know you was like, what?
Yes. So I was at work. I got up out of my desk. I was screaming. Everybody was like, what is wrong with you? So I was like, I just been selected to be a part of Cupcake Wars.
Oh my gosh.
I think they had maybe 2 weeks left in the competition. 2 weeks. And I jumped in.
and won the whole thing.
And won the whole thing.
Yes.
And I was tied with the chef. I was tied. They said the numbers were so close between you two that we could not pick one person. So they picked both of us, and we had to come back and compete again.
Against each other?
Against each other and one other finalist.
What did you make?
I made that strawberry crunch cupcake again.
And it
keep it the same.
This is the winner.
Keep it the same. Is the winner. It got me here. So I'm gonna keep it the same. So that cupcake, I actually did an apricot glaze on the strawberry, because that's what one of the one of the judges told me, hey, next time if you want to present your cupcakes a little more, you should try doing that. So I did it. And I came back and it was like, oh my God, you listened. Oh my, it was amazing. And I also had a homemade white chocolate bar that I added to that strawberry crunch cupcake. So those are my Showtime cupcakes.
Oh, that sounds good.
I was the first vegan baker, and I won.
Oh, the other bakers was not vegan?
No.
Okay. All right. You really showed off. Okay. You was like, and they are vegan, and they are good.
Yes.
Now what?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. You're a verified vendor for the the 3rd annual Hudson Valley Wine and Music Festival that will be happening at the People's Park in Newburgh, New York on August 31st. Will you be bringing your whole spread? What are you bringing so the people who have tickets, they know they can also find you there, and they will be looking for you to get what are you bringing to the festival?
So anytime I go to a festival or any type of market, I love to bring things that people have never really seen before. And you won't walk into a bakery and say, oh, let me have that. So I love stopping people and making them say, like, wait, what is that? Mm-hmm. So I will be bringing my red velvet banana pudding cupcake. Ooh. Yeah. So it is a red velvet, a banana cupcake on top and red velvet on top. And it's stuffed with a banana pudding. And it is a banana flavored buttercream. And I put some Lorna Doone crumbs on top. I will be bringing my Brooklyn Blackout, of course, my strawberry crunch. My goodness, there's so many cupcakes I could bring. My butter pecan. I'm going to have my pistachio with my pistachio custard filling. And
y'all better get them tickets.
Listen, I'm thinking about even bringing.
She says she's bringing stuff that she normally.
I'm bringing an arsenal.
She's bringing. I
might bring my tamarind cupcakes
right now. Oh my God! You might bring what?
My tamarind cupcakes.
What's the tamarind cupcakes? Do tell.
Yeah. So that cupcake is a huge specialty. I made that custom for my good friend's wedding. I did her wedding. I did the cake and I did the cupcakes. And she asked, "Can you do something unique?" So that I love doing that. Whenever I'm doing an event, I always talk to the couple because I wanted to get to know who they are, and then I make up a cupcake that's about them.
Okay. Yeah.
So one of the bride, she loved Malibu rum, and I made her a Malibu rum cupcake, and I made a tamarind cupcake. The groom was Jamaican, so and so I wanted to just make a clash of their cultures, and I made a custom cupcake, and the cupcake was a big hit, and it's a homemade tamarind ball on top of a tamarind flavored vanilla cupcake with a tamarind buttercream.
Oh my God! Listen, my husband is in the comments like, "Good Lord!" What? It's like, whoa, bring them all. Oh my goodness. April was in the comments also, was like, okay. She was like, what? Everybody's like, okay, nice. Oh my goodness. So, okay. All right. Let me calm down from this menu. And we gotta wait till we'll wait till the festival. Okay, that's fine. And you're going to enjoy this. This is going to be lovely. Okay.
I'm excited.
So are we. So, all right. In business, we can always talk about the happy, the fun, the wins, because you got to celebrate your wins, your small wins and your big wins. However, in business, you don't always have wins. Sometimes, right? We have losses. Sometimes we have disappointments. Sometimes we just have straight crash and burn. Okay. And you're shaking your head. Yes, yes. So my question to what's my husband cooking? I smell something. Okay. So my question to you is what has been one of your biggest disappointments that has taught you your biggest lesson at this time in business?
Marketing.
Okay.
Marketing is it's extremely hard. I did not think that it would be this hard. Marketing and consistency has been a huge thing for me, and time. Those three things have been a big thing, a big lesson chunk that I had to learn, and I'm still learning and just trying to like put my 10 toes on the ground and get it down.
Yes.
But yeah, those have been it.
Okay. Do you do your own marketing, or do you have someone to do it for you?
I do my own.
You know what? And that's one of the roles as an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
You're marketing, you're consulting, you're the sales rep, you're invoicing, you're the billable person, you're everything, right? Presentation, your customer service, you're everything. So then I would highly recommend you be in the room for Beatrice Canva workshop. Because Canva to me has just come in and just taken over, and they've made things streamlined a little bit more for your marketing, and and especially with AI, with AI. So now let me ask you, your husband, okay? My husband is my biggest cheerleader. Okay. Your husband, what role does he play in Isn't She Lovely Vegan Bakery? Because this is really a team sport.
Yes, it is. He is my backbone. He is the person that when I am unsure and I'm breaking down because I have a huge market that I signed up for, and I'm like, why did I do it? He's like, you did it because you earned it, and you deserve to be there. You deserve to be in the spotlight.
That's right.
Yes. He is my cheerleader. He is my photographer. All of those beautiful pictures you see, he took those. Now, when you go all the way to the bottom, I took those, and they are horrible.
That's okay. That's okay. So, the point is coming across.
Yes. So he is the person who handles all of the paperwork. He's definitely the background holding me up.
Okay. All right. Let's give it up for the husband. Let's give it up for the husband. When in your business, in my business, and all of our businesses, right? Customer service is huge. And we try our hardest. Okay. Try our hardest to give the best customer service, right? Because I'm a true believer that we've always got a bad rap, like small Black businesses, about having bad customer service, but that's like pushed out the way for me, because I'm a believer that, listen, we actually deliver great customer service as Black small businesses, because we make it personable. Have you had, because I know have you had the difficult customer? Who have you even experienced a difficult customer yet, who you just can't make happy?
I had one.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't really that bad because the person came back again. So they came back again.
They came back. All right.
They did.
So you're batting 1 for 1. Hey, you're good then. You're
far
good. They
so
came
far.
back.
Yeah.
Okay. So far. My husband wants to know, do you make birthday cakes?
Yes. I actually just did a birthday cake, a dirty chai birthday cake. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Now, my husband is not vegan. Okay. He's that person, and he knows it, that if I'm like, come on, babe, let's go to this vegan restaurant, he's like, vegan? Vegan? So yesterday, when he was tasting your cupcakes, he melted. He fell in love. So I'm shocked that he's like, does she make birthday cakes? I'm like, really? He's okay. All right. So
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. So, all right. Questions. Do you have any questions? You have any questions for the audience or anything?
I would love to know, what flavors do you guys want to see? I always love creating. So whenever someone tells me like, oh, do you know how to make this? And I would say, no, but I'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. So she's asking you all in the comments, what flavors would you like to see? I know one flavor for me, anything with banana pudding. But listen, I'm good with stopping on the Brooklyn Blackout. I'm good right there. I don't have to go any further. So if you are listening and you're a part of our live audience, Karina would like to know, is there any flavor that you would like to see, any flavor that you can think of or dream of? Because I'm guessing, sis, you're up for the challenge of that.
Absolutely.
If you don't, you're up for the challenge. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we haven't gotten anything yet. Let me make sure. All right. Okay. So this is your full-time business now? Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. What is this? Strawberry shortcake, banana pudding. Is there such thing as a banana pudding, vegan banana pudding?
Yes, it is.
I guess everything could be vegan these days, right?
Yep.
I need to try that blackout and vanilla.
Oh, my vanilla bean is crazy. Oh yeah. I make a vanilla bean cupcake and it is so soft. Okay. It's such a beautiful vanilla flavor.
So that's what I found very interesting. It was the moistness. Mm-hmm. Is that all vegan baked goods, or is that just your vegan baked goods?
I don't know about everybody else.
Okay.
But me, my cupcakes, always beautifully moist, soft, a beautiful crumb. And yeah.
It was so moist. Okay. Charnine, she said German chocolate.
I have been wanting to do that cupcake forever. I have been waiting for someone to say, hey, can you do it? But no one said it.
She just said it.
I will be doing that.
German chocolate. Okay. All right.
I have a specific chocolate just waiting, just sitting there, just waiting to be used for the German chocolate cupcake.
She said yes. Okay, Charnine, we about to go half on this. Oh wait, they're cupcakes or a cake? German chocolate cupcakes.
I can do it anyway.
That's okay. Oh, I know Charnine is not gonna go half with me for a half a dozen cupcakes. She gonna want them all. So we're gonna have to both order a half dozen for you, half dozen for me.
Right.
And she said she cannot wait. Right? She's like, yep, we ain't gonna be able to share that one thing of cupcakes. That's not gonna happen. All right, so we got German chocolate. Wait a minute, what was this other one? What he's saying, make it happen. My husband all up in these comments, girl. Mm-hmm. All up in these comments.
I appreciate you.
So we are coming to the end, okay, of our live. Please let the people know and where they can find you on Instagram and Facebook. And if you have a website, please share that as well. And definitely go to her social media handles and follow her. Go ahead.
So you can find me at Isn't She Lovely TVB. Isn't She Lovely TVB on Instagram, and Isn't She Lovely the Vegan Bakery on Facebook. And my website is isn'tshelovelytvb.com.
Okay. Listen. Thank you very much. Okay, I have a couple thank yous. Thank you for bringing me those cupcakes and those donuts, okay, yesterday for us to try them. Kiva is a brown girl. She was there also trying them, and she was like, oh, this is so good. Okay. Thank you for coming up and delivering those cupcakes to me. Thank you for also being a part of Brown Girls Do Network, and thank you for agreeing to do this live with me. Okay. I mean, I'm just so excited about what you have coming up. That my last thing is, what is your vision for your future with Isn't She Lovely Vegan Bakery? What's your vision?
I want a truck and I want my own bakery.
Okay, when you say a truck, mean like a food truck?
Yes.
And you shall have it, right?
Yes.
It's a thing called self-fulfilling prophecy. What you put out will come right back to you. So if you put it out there into the universe and you keep speaking that, it will eventually manifest and you shall have it. Because I don't believe in the word no. I don't believe in boundaries. I mean, barriers at all. You either go over them, under them, or around them, or you kick their asses over, okay?
Right.
But you're going to get through it, all right? And you're gonna, if you want a truck, you shall have a truck. If you want a bakery, you shall have a bakery. Thank you very much. I know you're in there baking, doing your vegan baking.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Any questions at all, anyone, before I let her go? All right, but just know me and Charnene gonna be in your DM about that German chocolate.
All right, I'll see you there.
Have a good night, sis, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, listen, I cannot express enough about how much I enjoyed these cupcakes yesterday. Oh my gosh, we had 6 samples, 6 different cupcakes, and we had a donut. We had actually 6 donuts. I had to take them back to work because I was like, I can't eat all of this because if it's in the house, I'm going to eat it. My husband's going to eat it. And I was like, we got to get it out of here because we're going to be moving backwards. Please follow her at Isn't She Lovely Vegan Bakery. If you, again, I am Vanessa Williamson with Brown Girls Do Network. If you're interested in doing a live to talk about your business, slide into our DMs. If you are interested in joining Brown Girls Do Network, slide into our DMs. Our membership is open right now. We are all about collaboration. We're not about competition. We're about motivating you in your business, and we want to support you in your business. Thank you again for joining me on this live. And everyone, please have a wonderful, wonderful evening.